So it turns out that you can return makeup to Sephora if it's lightly used and you have a receipt. Even if you don't, they'll take your ID. But I'm really happy to see that there's something I can do about this. The makeup I bought yesterday was bought with a gift card, so I didn't actually spend any of my own money, and I still don't plan on doing that. But it still was a gift card that got used, and I really didn't want to feel like I wasted it. The reason I'm even buying makeup is, aside from the fact that I need it, it's been a year since I've gotten any makeup. I have a lunch to go to this Wednesday, and I want to look good. That's it. But compared to yesterday, like, I was looking at my face this morning and I was thinking to myself, my face looks better without makeup on it. Like, that's how bad the makeup yesterday was. I don't feel like setting up the tripod again. I'm in my car back in the parking garage. So I got to Sephora. It is 10:09 in the morning, and apparently they don't open till 11, which was really frustrating. Walking up to closed doors that I thought were closed, and I could see people inside. Apparently they're all working, learning about something. But I walk up to the doors, of course, try to open them. They do that no go away, the doors closed thing that doors always do when they're locked. It's like this loud, rattly, like, it's loud. And so I walk around the corner and I'm just like, wow, that was embarrassing. And look up their opening times, which admittedly I should have done before I came out here, but it's Sunday. People are up early. Alright, so just got back from Sephora. I returned the NARS foundation. I kept the professional stuff just because nobody says anything bad about it. So I'm just gonna keep it. I think my mistake yesterday was putting powder on after everything, because every time they put makeup on me in the store, they look and they're like, oh, that looks good, but they never say anything about powder. And part of the look yesterday that I was irritated with was that it looked very Victorian. So perhaps it was the powder. But also, that foundation wasn't the right color anyway. It was too light. It's weird. My face seems to be slightly darker than my neck. And they matched it to my neck, I guess not knowing that I was gonna blend it out like normal people do, or something like that. But now I have new foundation from Urban Decay, the all-nighter, like, waterproof 24-hour wear stuff. So hopefully that works out better. Something I didn't mention is that I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. I had intended to get up this morning and capture the sunrise, but realized that it was too cold and that the shot that I wanted to get would be full of noisy ass cars, and so I didn't get up. But I did wake up at like 5 a.m. I went sleeping around 2. I had coffee this morning before I went to Sephora so that I could be awake. And when I got back to Murderloft, I started editing, and I just crashed. I know yesterday I said blogging was really fun and that anyone can do it, and that is a true and correct statement. But it's also a lot of work. I enjoy it, but it's a lot of work. So I'm awake again, and I have apparently decided to start a journey to never sleep because I have made a truly irresponsible amount of coffee. Let's go find something to do. So I got in my car, I set up the camera and tripod, and I drove. Nowhere specific, just a place to think. To be away from Murderloft for a bit. I needed to clear my head. I got a spicy chicken sandwich at Jack in the Box. I saw a Dodge Ram commercial being filmed. They still use those Mercedes SUVs featured in the second Jurassic Park movie as camera cars. Must be something very specific about them. Also, Porsche Cayennes. They use those too. I drove through Skid Row. I don't have much to say about that. I'm not really sure what to say about it other than I hope eventually they all find what they're looking for in life. I saw some big emergency at Staples Center. 5 fire trucks. I couldn't figure out what it was. Some police raced past me on their way to something more important. I saw a cop stop traffic on the 10 westbound. I'm still not entirely sure why they do that. It happened right behind me. When they do that, I always seem to be at either the front or the end, never the middle. I found that the 4th Street Bridge has a great view of LA, which I'm happy about. They destroyed the 6th Street Bridge to rebuild it. You've definitely seen that bridge before if you've watched any car commercials in the last 15 or so years. It was iconic, and once I realized that so many commercials were filmed on it, I found it really funny that so many people wanted to use it for commercials. Be original, people. She says as she's describing how good the almost identical view from the 4th Street Bridge is. I thought about my dreams, how I never remember them, and how most of the time I'm barely confident I have them at all. Except for the nightmares. I remember those. They usually center around loss of control. Stuck in a certain part of a scary room, running slowly from a threat, drowning, an intruder at the door and the resulting confrontation. Sleep is always a welcome thing, though. That said, with the amount of coffee I've had tonight, I'm surprised I'm not seeing the world in slow motion. And I'm definitely not sleeping anytime soon. So much for sleep hygiene, which I was told to focus on by my doctor. I have a tendency to throw myself into situations without thinking everything through. I've been doing this my whole life, and what's funny to me about it is that I can't stand when other people do it to me, but I've apparently made peace with what I can only call my autopilot doing the same. It might feel like control or something, knowing my gray matter made up whatever reason for some action. It's something I keep an eye on for sure, but sometimes it sneaks around and surprises me. I still haven't found another freelance gig to fill the extra time and make me more secure. It bothers me immensely, but this estrogen makes me forget so much. It's really kind of annoying how much I forget now. I lose things all the time. I wish these vlogs got more views, but I'm not supposed to be meta like that, or something. Or so I think. It comes off as whiny to me. This hasn't even been going for 2 weeks, and I'm wondering who's watching. There's something I'm not ready to talk about yet that's bothering me. That's why I'm not at Murderloft right now. You may have noticed there's one spot in the loft I haven't shown yet. There's definitely a reason. I may talk about it later, I may not. I may look back on this and wonder why I brought it up at all. But like I said before, the truth is the truth.